Hi, I'm Streaky. This is Metropolis Mastering. Today I'm going to be discussing metering. So I mainly use VUs when I'm looking at levels, that's my kind of first reference. And I have an offset on the desk where I can select, so obviously they're going to slam to 0, which is going to be way over, and they're just going to pin the meters, so they're no good. So I can offset it down to, -10, -8 or -6. RMS that is. So I'm always kind of going to -6. Anything -8 to -6 really. Anything more than that is just ridiculous. -6 is stupidly loud anyway, so you wouldn't really want to be going to that. I kind of tend to bounce to that. You can see this track that's playing at the moment is just bouncing over a little bit, but I'm still working on it, so I haven't sort of sorted that out. But that's where I'm sort of bouncing to. Then I've got this other meter at the top, which are stupidly expensive. I think they're about £3 for a meter, so you wouldn't want to be paying for that out of your own pocket. This has got a like a scope on it so that you can see the width of the stereo. So if I spread the stereo out, you can see it getting wider, or if I tighten it up, you can see the mono in the middle, so you see the left and the right. And then if I put it out of phase on one side, you'll see that the phase switches. And now you can see that this is super loud because this is what's called squaring off. So you can see, because I've got so much stereo on it, that you can see that the signal's squaring off into things. So that's kind of saying that it's distorting at that point. So you're kind of trying to avoid that really if you can, but it's quite difficult with the levels that we go to now. You can see there's a ppm on the other side, which is always pinned to 0 obviously, but then you can see the levels where it's going to. Sorry about the edit, I ran out of storage on the camera. But so that's the ppms, and then there's also a there's also like a spectrum analyzer on here, so you can see roughly where you've got dips in the audio, how the bass is looking, because you can't always tell that on your speakers, and how that's in relation to the top. Now, I don't tend to use this. I always say that, but then if I haven't got it on, then I always switch it on, so that's a lie. But I kind of just glance at it. I don't EQ because of it, and I don't do a lot because of it. I might look at the shape of the bass there, but really I'm using my ears. I'm not really looking at this. It's just a kind of, I don't know, you get kind of used to seeing it, so because it's there all the time. So you can pinpoint stuff with it. So if you wanted to put, I don't know, a load of if you saw something peeking out, it can give you a little indication of that, but it's not something I would EQ to, as I say. I mean, I'm finding quite handy. I mean, this is pinning to death at the moment because I haven't even started EQing, but I'm finding this here, the RMS on here, really handy. So that's the -6, so I'm not really going above that. I'm always sort of hitting between -8 and -6, as I said earlier, and -10 is always nice. If you can get in between there and it feels loud, then that's really where you want to be. But I'm finding this is quite good on the Fab filter limiter, if I'm using it, that is. I think if you want VU meters, like the ones I was saying about, there's some by Klanghome or something for Pro Tools. And I also use, if I'm using Pro Tools, I use the phase scope, which is a very similar thing to this, and it's got an RMS value on there as well, so that's quite handy. Well, there you have it. All I know about metering. Well, not all I know, but most of what I know. Well, how I use it every day, that is. So I hope you've been able to pick out some stuff that will help you achieve the right levels when you're trying to master stuff. Please leave some comments. Please subscribe, wherever that is. And thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.